That is the field before the lines and bases are put down. The grounds crew performs the same ritual for every game on every field, laying chalk lines, putting down bases, mowing the outfield. It's as timeless as the game itself, and it's all in anticipation of two words: play ball.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here on the County Channel for day 3 of the Dixie Junior Boys South Carolina State Tournament here in Bluffton, South Carolina. Today's game features the visitors from Lancaster versus the home team, the Seneca All-Stars. You can see our umpires and managers exchanging lineup cards. Starting lineups are being announced. Join us, if you will, for the first pitch here in just a moment.
Number 10, Caden Hall. Number 13, Turner Wilson. Number 8, Carson Bay. Number 17, Joey McGovern. Number 14, Isaac Boyd. Hayden Everett. Number 6, Kate Mack.
All right, looks like we are almost ready for the first pitch here between Lancaster and Seneca. Seneca, the home team, let me introduce their starting lineups. On the mound is number 5, Braden Moore. Catching is Roberts. Through the infield, third will be Hawk. Carson Bay playing shortstop. Trip Cook at second. And Isaac Owen rounds out the infield at first base. McGovern in left, Wilson in center, Evitt in right field. Lancaster will be first up to bat. Leadoff will be number 7, Mason Dees, followed by number 4, Joaquin Espinoza. Number 23 will bat third, Tanner Sellers, followed by the cleanup, number 14, Roman Plyler. Number 22, Jeremy Dawkins bats fifth. Number 6, Bank Helms bats sixth. Will Rape, number 5, will bat 7th. Batting 8th is number 9, Hunter Gainey. And batting 9th, number 17, Brody Sanders. Home plate umpire Gary Center cleans off the plate. And we are ready for the first pitch. Beautiful day here in Bluffton, South Carolina. Wind looks like it's swirling around out there in center field. Once again, an extremely hot day here in the Low Country. But these boys are used to it today being day 3 of this Junior Dixie Boys State Tournament. Mason Dees steps in. Gary Center says we're ready, and here's the first pitch from Moore. It is low and outside, ball 1, as we get started here today. We are on field 2, the Terry Pinckney Memorial Field. Plays 300 feet all the way around the outfield. 54-foot mound and 80-foot bases. As Dees looks at ball 2 outside, the count is 2-0 to the Lancaster All-Stars. The windup in the pitch. Down low again, ball 3. So Seneca All-Star pitcher number 5, Braden Moore, struggling to find the zone here early. Down 3-0 to the leadoff for Lancaster. The windup in the pitch is over the outside corner, called strike 1. You could tell Dees was taking all the way, as well he should. 3-0 being the leadoff. The 3-1 pitch is fouled off. So we'll have a full count here with the leadoff batter for the Lancaster All-Stars. They're coached by manager Doug Dees, assisted by David Sellers, Darren Plyler, and Shannon Rape. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swung on. Drive out to right center field. That ball will get down as Dees looks at 2, decides the better of it, holds at 1. So a hard line drive that split the gap. But a great job by Wilson and Evitt out there getting that ball back into the infield as quickly as possible to hold Mason Dees to a single. So a great at bat for Mason Dees. Gets up 3-0 and then drives a hard hit line drive out to right center field. That'll bring up number 4, Joaquin Espinoza. Dees takes a small lead off of first. Moore gives him a look. Comes set. The pitch outside, ball 1. So I'm not sure if Braden Moore is trying to live on that outside corner or just trying to hit that outside corner against the top of this Lancaster lineup, but missing outside here early on. The pitch, that one's inside, and the throw down to second on the steal is not in time. Head first slide by Mason Dees. Got a great jump, and Roberts, the catcher for Seneca, really had no chance there to get Dees at second base. So aggressive base running pays off with the stolen base. And the count is 2-0 for Espinoza. And the pitch outside and high, 3-0. So the first 2 batters take 3 balls to start their at bat, up 3 balls and no strikes. That ball is ball 4, so Espinoza draws the walk. So Lancaster with something cooking here in the top of the first, nobody out. Runners on first and second. So a quick mound visit from catcher Carson Roberts, trying to settle his pitcher Braden Moore down here. Good leadership shown there by the catcher, trying to get things going for the Seneca All-Stars. As number 23, the number 3 hitter, Tanner Sellers, digs in and is ready to go. Pitch high. So 5 straight balls for Moore here. Counts 1-0. Pitch right down the middle, strike 1. Looked like Sellers again was taking all the way with Moore struggling on the mound, but Moore evens up the count at 1-1. Pitch swung on and missed. Some high heat that Sellers was not able to catch up to. So Moore fighting back here with 1 ball and 2 strikes against Sellers. Runners take their lead. Pitch in there, called strike 3. So that one went right down Broadway. Sellers unable to pull the trigger there. So that'll be the first out of the ball game with runners still on first and second. It'll bring up number 14, Roman Plyler, for the Lancaster All-Stars. Pitch catches the outside corner. Moore starting to settle in here in the top of the first. Gives the runners a look and delivers high, ball 1. 1-1 to Plyler. The 1-1 pitch, high and inside, 2-1. So Braden Moore throwing a lot of pitches here in the top of the first. The managers have to contend with the pitch count rules in this junior boys tournament. In there for strike two, 2 balls, 2 strikes. So if the pitchers throw more than 45 pitches, they have to rest for 30 hours. More than 75 pitches, they have to rest for 40 hours. So a lot of strategy goes into this tournament by the respective managers on each team. Moore throws that one by Plyler for strike 3. So 2 straight strikeouts for Braden Moore. And just like that, 2 outs here in the top of the first. Seneca still threatening, but Moore settling in with the 2 straight strikeouts. We'll bring up number 22, Jeremy Dawkins. The left-handed batter digs in, wiggling his bat, and he's ready to go. Ball's inside, gets away from the catcher, Roberts. Espinoza and Deese will advance 1 base. Deese now on third, Espinoza on second, as ball 1 was delivered inside, out of the reach of Roberts, and gets all the way back to the backstop. So the 1-0 pitch. Check swing. Gary Center said he win. He sure did. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Jeremy Dawkins. 2 outs, runners on second and third. That pitch is just high. Good take there by Jeremy Dawkins for ball 2. Outfield will play him shaded a little bit to left field. As that pitch is in there, called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jeremy Dawkins. Swung on and missed. 3 straight strikeouts for Braden Moore. So 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left on base for Lancaster as Braden Moore pitches out of the jam. No runs in the top of the first inning. Join us when we come back for the bottom of the first inning here on the County Channel.
Number 5, Braden Moore, 24 pitches. 24 pitches.
So welcome back here to Oscar Frazier Park for the bottom of the first inning between Lancaster and Seneca. Great work there by Seneca pitcher Braden Moore to work out of a jam. 3 straight strikeouts to end the first inning, not allowing any runs from the Lancaster All-Stars. So now Lancaster will take the field. Their starting pitcher is number 4, Joaquin Espinoza. He'll be throwing to catcher Brody Sanders. Dawkins on third, Sellers at short, Gainey at second, Plyler at first, rounding out the infield. Helms in left, Rape in center, and Deese in right field as number 3, Trip Cook, comes up to start the bottom of the first inning for the Seneca All-Stars.
Number 3, Trip Cook. Walker Dennis leads his warm-up toss.
So here's the first pitch to the bottom of the first, and that ball is outside. Espinoza misses. Always important to avoid leadoff walks, as that ball is scorched down the third base line. Line drive gets past third baseman Dawkins, as Trip Cook lines it out to the left fielder for a base hit. So just like the top of the first inning, Seneca starts with a leadoff single. It'll bring out number 7, Carson Roberts. Now from the stretch, delivers high, ball 1.
Whacked into right field. Right fielder comes on, and he makes a nice running catch to end the top of the first inning. But a good top of the first it was for Moncks Corner. They scored 3.
Settles back in the box. Cook takes a small lead over at first. Espinoza checks on him.
Dixie Junior boys.
Nothing doing there.
Baseball live. You've got a chance.
2 pitches for Geddes.
And the pitch. In there, called strike 1. One ball, 1 strike. Wind up in the pitch, off speed, low and away. So it looks like he has an off-speed pitch. Now Roberts goes down to talk to his manager, Ryan Wilson. Maybe a missed sign there, or at least talking about the breaking ball that they just saw from pitcher Joaquin Espinoza. So he'll come back. The manager for the Seneca All-Stars is Ryan Wilson. He's assisted by Tim Cook and Cliff Roberts. Espinoza checks the runner again. Comes set. The pitch, high. Now 3-1. So very similar starts to the top and the bottom of the first inning here, with a nice leadoff hit and then struggling to find the strike zone with the second batter. The 3-1 pitch is in there. Strike 2, so the count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Carson Roberts. Pitch fouled back straight towards us. Off the roof of the press box here. So Roberts looks like he has his timing down, just missing that fastball by Espinoza, but fouls it back harmlessly. Count still full. The pitch high and tight, ball 4. So once again, just like the top of the first, Seneca's first 2 batters are able to reach base safely. That'll bring up number 5, Braden Moore, and I'll tell you, when I had his game on Saturday, he had a couple of loud strikes down the left field line. Certainly has some power here in the 3-hole. Cook takes his lead at second. The pitch, breaking ball, breaks back in for strike number 1. No balls, 1 strike here to Braden Moore. And it looks like Espinoza may have the scouting report on Moore here, throwing him a breaking ball for strike 1. The pitch. Another breaking ball. Looks like that one did not break. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Braden Moore. So we'll see if Braden Moore can help himself here, the starting pitcher for the Seneca All-Stars. A lot of attention to Trip Cook at second base, but nothing doing. Another breaking ball outside. So they're being extremely careful with Braden Moore here, with runners on first and second. The windup in the pitch. Ball's inside. Folks, I have to apologize for the previous camera shot. I have a face for radio, as my mother told me. 3 balls, 1 strike. The windup and the pitch. High strike. Braden Moore was not able to lay off that one. A high fastball, and Espinoza set him up for that with the previous breaking balls, then came with the high heat. So a show-me pitch there by Espinoza, and the pitch fouled off. So the count is full to Braden Moore. We have a battle here. Great pitcher on the mound in Joaquin Espinoza. And the 3-hole hitter for Braden Moore. And the breaking ball is lined to the second baseman. Caught. Tries to double him up at first. Not in time. Gets away from Plyler over at first base. And that allows Cook to get to third. So a line drive to the second baseman, Gainey. Gainey tries to double him up at first base. Throws over to Roman Plyler. Gets away from him. And that allows Trip Cook to advance to third. So now first and third for the Seneca All-Stars. Hard hit ball for Braden Moore, but a nice play at second base by Gainey there for the first out of the inning. First pitch high, ball 1. So that last at bat for Braden Moore, line out to the second baseman and an error on the first baseman, Plyler, allowing Cook to advance to third. So strategy here, first and third with 1 out. The pitch, the runner goes down in the dirt, and they will not attempt to get Carson Roberts at second base. So now second and third, 1 out. The count's 2-0 here to number 10, Caden Hawk. Stands upright, wiggles the bat. He's ready to go. Pitch is in there, called strike. Well executed pitch there by Joaquin Espinoza, hitting the outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. Wind up in the pitch. Swung on, fouled. Out of play down the first base line. So that evens the count at 2-2 to number 10, Caden Hawk. Looks down to his manager, Ryan Wilson, to get the sign here. Second and third, 1 out. Would assume he's hitting away here. Defense plays him straight up. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball outside. Hawk tells Cook to stay put at third base as Sanders does a good job corralling that all-speed pitch in the dirt. So the payoff pitch, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The windup and the pitch. Swung on, foul back again. Heads up out here. So good job by Hawk. That pitch looked to be a little bit outside, but he was protecting. He was able to foul that off to give himself another chance here with 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that is ball 4. So now the bases are loaded for the Seneca All-Stars with 1 out. That'll bring out number 13, Turner Wilson. Big spot here to start the game with 1 out, bases loaded. Cook's on third, Roberts on second, and Hawk at first. And they all take their lead. Espinoza dealing from the windup. High heat. Strike 1 to Turner Wilson. Looks in, kicks, delivers. That ball is inside, almost hits Turner Wilson. Espinoza toes the rubber. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Espinoza looks to get out of the jam, similar to Braden Moore in the top of the first inning here for the Lancaster All-Stars. The 1-2 pitch. In there, called strike 3. Big pitch by Joaquin Espinoza. Able to get Wilson down on strikes. Strike 3 looking for out number 2 here in the bottom of the first inning. So bases loaded, 2 outs for number 8, Carson Bay. The first pitch swung on, ground ball to the shortstop. Fields it, throws over to first in plenty of time. Sellers over to Plyler for the 3rd out, so nothing doing for the Seneca All-Stars. Lots of noise in the first inning, but no runs to speak of. It's 0-0 as we head into the top of the second here on the County Channel.
The County Channel is also available on video on demand. Go to BeaufortCountySC.gov, scroll down to Public Meetings, click Watch Now, and then click the Video on Demand button and select your program from the list.
Call the meeting to order.
If you'd like a DVD of this program, click on the link on the right and fill out the order form. And thank you for watching the County Channel.
Hey, I'm Josh Reddick, World Series champ, and you're watching the County Channel.
And we're back here at Oscar Fraser Park for the top of the second inning of the 2019 Dixie Junior Boys South Carolina State Tournament. So very similar half innings for the Lancaster and Seneca All-Stars. A lot of noise to start off the inning, but then the pitchers were able to settle in and not allow any runs. Lots of pitches for both pitchers, though, as they both deal with the looming pitch count of 45 pitches. So we'll go to the top of the second here with Lancaster leading off number 6, Bank Helms.
Dixie Junior Boys State Tournament Baseball right here.
You good? So sorry about that, folks. A little bit of technical troubles there. But we are back, and what you missed was Bank Helms grounding out to third baseman Caden Hawk for the first out here in the top of the second inning. So we have 1 ball, 1 strike here to number 5, Will Rape. Ball 2, high and tight. So 2-1 here with 1 out in the top of the second. The windup in the pitch. Just missed outside for 3-1.
Coming off the bat now, left fielder number 10, Hayden Gregory.
Great hustle there by our guys in the truck to get the broadcast back on the air. They were scurrying about the entire ballpark trying to find the issue, and they did quickly. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Will Rape. The pitch swung on and missed. Strikeout number 4 for Braden Moore for out number 2 here in the top of the second. Braden Moore dealing here, able to retire his last 5 batters in order. It'll bring out number 9, Hunter Gainey. Gainey's the second baseman here for Lancaster. Lancaster in the white pants, royal blue tops. Wind up in the pitch. Ball 1 here to Hunter Gainey. Seneca in the silver and black, a la the Oakland Raiders. Pitch is in there. They've got to be warm out there in those black jerseys. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Hunter Gainey. The pitch outside, ball 2, 2-1 with 2 outs in the top of the second. That ball's in the dirt. 3 balls, 1 strike. So Hunter Gainey steps in, rests the bat on his shoulders, gets ready. And that's ball 4 in the dirt, gets back to the backstop. So first mistake here by Braden Moore in the last 6 batters is a walk to number 9, Hunter Gainey. It'll bring up the number 9 hitter, number 17, Brody Sanders. Brody's the starting catcher here for Lancaster today. So the left-handed batter takes a couple of practice swings, steps in, is ready to go. 2 outs with Gainey at first. Moore gives him a look and checks on him over there. So we got games going on all 3 fields here at Oscar Fraser Park. And that is strike 1 on the outside corner. Today's the last day where we'll have games on all 3 fields as the field starts to dwindle down as we eliminate teams from the tournament. 2 tournaments going on here. The junior boys, which are 13-year-olds, which we have here on field 2 between Lancaster and Seneca. And then the Dixie boys, which are 14 years old, taking place on other fields. All of the games on fields 2 and 3 are live streamed here on the Beaufort County channel and are available for replay in the archived section of the Beaufort County channel's website. And if you're here at Oscar Fraser Park, or will be, you're able to purchase the games on DVD directly in front of the concession stand behind field 2 at Oscar Fraser Park. The count's 0-2. The pitch high, ball 1, 1-2 to Brody Sanders. So Gainey at first, 2 outs, 1 ball, 2 strikes to the left-handed catcher, Brody Sanders. Pitch swung on, foul back. Stays alive. Beautiful complex here at Oscar Fraser Park. I'll tell you, the Beaufort County workers have done a tremendous job keeping these fields playable, as it has not rained in forever here in Bluffton. Working hard here to put on this tournament. Ball 2 up high. Even more so last week, Oscar Fraser Park hosted the 2019 Ozone South Carolina State Tournament as well. So these fields have seen a lot of play, and folks, they are playing extremely well here at Oscar Fraser Park. Kudos to the grounds crew. 2-2 pitch inside, count runs full. So Brody Sanders fighting back from an 0-2 count to run it full, 3-2 here with 2 outs in the top of the second. 3-2 pitch, runners off, and a line drive down the right field line is foul. Brody Sanders got all of that one, but was way too early on that inside pitch. Pulled it foul down the right field line. So we'll do it again. 3-2, 2 outs. The runner at first. Hunter Gainey will be off with the pitch. They're holding him on. Not sure why. He's stealing anyway. He's off. Pitch and a weak line drive out to the shortstop. Well played by Carson Bay at short to end the inning. So no runs, no hits, and a runner left on first for the Lancaster All-Stars as we head to the bottom of the second inning with the score still 0-0. We are? And welcome back here to the Beaufort County channel for the bottom of the second inning. Score is 0-0. Lots of base runners, lots of noise, but no runs as of yet. Seneca will send McGovern, Joey McGovern, number 17, to lead off the inning. Pitch is over for called strike one. He'll be followed by number 14, Isaac Owen, on deck, and Aiden Evett in the hole. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball catches the corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Joaquin Espinoza gets ahead here quickly in the bottom of the second. Ball's low and outside for ball one. The 1-2 pitch low and outside again. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Joey McGovern. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Delivery off speed outside. Gets all the way to the backstop. So McGovern fights back here, runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to lead off the bottom of the second here with no outs. The 3-2 pitch, high, ball 4. So for the second straight inning, Seneca is able to get their leadoff batter on base.
Number 14, Isaac Owen.
So Owen will step into the box here for his first at-bat of the day. McGovern takes a healthy lead over there at first base. Pitch is high, ball 1 to Isaac Owen. So 5 straight balls here from Joaquin Espinoza. Slow start to the game here, about 8 minutes per inning so far. Lots of pitches from both the Lancaster and Seneca All-Stars. That should loom large as we head into the 6th and 7th innings here today. Espinoza able to get that pitch over for a strike, so it's 1-1. Swung on, driven out to deep left center field. Center fielder goes after it. It is well over his head. Runners round second to third, and he will stop there. So McGovern to third, Isaac Owen to second on a deep, and I mean deep, line drive to left center field. The center fielder for Lancaster, Rape, had no chance on that, but did well to get to it quickly to keep the runner McGovern at third base. So no outs. Runners on second and third for the number 9 hitter, Aiden Evett. So by far the best hit we've seen on this field so far today. Correction, in this game was a shot to left center field. Outfielders are still playing in here. Got burned on that last pitch. So second and third, no outs. Ground ball to the second baseman, fielded, booted, and everyone is safe. So a routine ground ball over to Gainey. He gets to it, but boots it off his left foot. And Aiden Evett is able to reach on an error in E4, and that'll score Joey McGovern for the first run of the game. So 1-0 Seneca here over Lancaster. And that'll flip the lineup as we're back to the top with number 3, Trip Cook, who was able to single to lead off the game. Wind up in the pitch. Called strike, throw behind at third. Unable to get Isaac Owen as he dives back safely. So we're here in the bottom of the second. No outs, first and third for the Seneca All-Stars. Already up 1-0. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Great breaking ball there from Joaquin Espinoza as he looks to work out of a jam for the second straight inning here. So 0-2 pitch, runners at first and third. Runner goes, instant steal. They throw to second and get him in time. The runner on third stays put. So Aiden Evett steals instantly and is caught stealing, but the runner on third, who probably should have gone, or at least threatened to go, Isaac Owen, is still at third base. And a discussion here between the home plate umpire, Gary Center, and the Seneca manager, Ryan Wilson. Manager Ryan Wilson is arguing that he did not come set and possibly balked, but umpires are going to stay with the call. Runners out at second. So a big first out of the inning at second base. Seneca aggressive on the base pass, but it does not pay off for them here. So no balls, 2 strikes, swung on, fly ball out to right field, settles under it, makes the catch, and he'll fire home. The runner goes and then stops. And a great play by right fielder Mason Dees as he settled under that ball, actually stayed behind it, and made a solid throw to the catcher, Brody Sanders, to keep Isaac Owen at bay at third base. So just like that, now we have 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Carson Roberts comes up. He reached on a base on balls in the first inning. First pitch, breaking ball. What a pitch by Joaquin Espinoza. That ball started at Carson Roberts' head and then broke back right over the plate for strike 1. The windup in the pitch. And a chopper to the shortstop. Stays back. Fields it, throws in plenty of time. Great play by Tanner Sellers for the third out. So once again, a lot of noise, but only 1 run for the Seneca All-Stars. So it's 1-0 at the end of 2. We'll head to the top of the third here on the Beaufort County Channel.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Nobody likes an awkward silence. You can actually use it for something good.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Are we there yet?
Yep. We're here.
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
The County Channel is also available on video on demand. Go to BeaufortCountySC.gov, scroll down to Public Meetings, click Watch Now, and then click the Video on Demand button and select your program from the list.
Call the meeting to order.
If you'd like a DVD of this program, click on the link on the right and fill out the order form. And thank you for watching the County Channel.
And we're back here in the elimination bracket for the Dixie Junior Boys South Carolina State Tournament. We're here in the top of the third. Seneca able to plate 1 run there in the bottom of the second to take a 1-0 lead. Lancaster up to bat with their leadoff, number 7, Mason Dees. He fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. So once again, an elimination game here, as we are in the losers bracket of the Junior Boys Tournament. So managers probably won't be saving their pitching here as it's win or go home. And there's a ground ball between the shortstop and third base out to the left fielder. So Mason Deese with his second hit of the game, now 2 for 2. Hard hit ground ball straight out to the left fielder. So they'll bring up the pitcher for the Lancaster All-Stars, number 4, Joaquin Espinoza. Checks on Deese. Deese goes. Fake bunt and a throw. In there safe with another head first slide, another stolen base for Mason Deese. I'll tell you, Mason Deese gets great jumps out there at first base. Really difficult for Brody Sanders to try and get him out at second there with that jump. So that pitch to Joaquin Espinoza was ball 1. 1-0 with Deese at second base and nobody out. Swung on, fly ball, actually a pop-up to the third baseman. And the third baseman for Seneca, Caden Hawk, able to get the first out of the inning. So now 1 out. It'll bring out number 23, Tanner Sellers, who struck out looking back in the first. Here's the pitch. On the corner, strike 1. Pitch, hard hit, line drive. Almost over onto field 1 here at Oscar Fraser Park. He was just a tad early on that one, as it almost hit the brand new batting cages out here at Oscar Fraser Park. Generously donated by Bluffton Youth Sports, the local recreation organization that runs the rec program out here at Oscar Fraser Park. Beautiful new cages with turf. Thank you to all the volunteers and the sponsors able to make that happen. And that pitch is high for ball 2, 2-2. Correction, it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's ball number 2, 2-2 to Tanner Sellers. Come set. Swung on, foul ball, just got a piece of it, was Tanner Sellers. So 1 out here in the top of the third. Mason Deese, who had the leadoff single, out at second after a stolen base. Lots of room in right center field here, and that ball is fouled back. That ball stayed in play, but Seneca All-Star Carson Roberts did not make an attempt at it. So we're at 2-2 with 1 out. There's a fly ball out to right field. They're having trouble seeing it in the sun, and that ball drops behind the second baseman. He gets it back to the pitcher. So the right fielder, Aiden Evitt, could not see that ball at all as we are headed into the early evening hours here at Oscar Fraser Park. And that sun is setting behind the third base dugout. So what should have been a routine fly ball, Tanner Sellers is helped out by the sun, reaches first safely, given a single on the at-bat. So first and third, 1 out. It'll bring up number 14, Roman Plyler. As he drops the ball on the mound, that is a balk. So Braden Moore with a critical mistake. He was on the rubber and dropped the baseball, which is an automatic balk. And that'll score Mason Deese as Tanner Sellers heads to second. Good job once again here by Carson Roberts to head to the mound and calm his pitcher down after that mistake. So that'll even things up at 1-1 here in the top of the third. So Roman Plyler still up here. The first pitch of his at bat. Moore checks on the runner at second. So Sellers at second, 1 out. The pitch, high and outside for ball 1. So Moore might be a little rattled here after that balk. Needs to settle back in and throw strikes here to the Lancaster All-Stars. Roman Plyler did strike out here in the first inning with a fly ball out to the right field. Evans under it, makes the catch. Tagging from second is Sellers, and he'll get to third easily. So a fly out to right field for Roman Plyler. Well played out there by Aiden Evett. Too far of a throw to even consider getting Tanner Sellers at third. Good piece of base running there, tagging on the fly ball to get to third base. So we got 2 outs, Sellers at third. It'll bring up number 22, Jeremy Dawkins, who ended the first inning rally for the Lancaster All-Stars with a strikeout. Here's the pitch, high and outside, ball 1. Throw behind, Sellers, not in time. Dangerous throws here by Carson Roberts and the Seneca All-Stars. That ball gets away, that's a run. So 1 ball, no strikes. Moore in the windup. Fouled straight back, strike 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That ball's outside, 2-1. Great crowd on hand here at Oscar Fraser Park. Really great to see families and friends and fans. There's a line drive over the shortstop's head, out to left field. That'll score Sellers. An RBI base hit by Jeremy Dawkins as Lancaster takes the lead 2-1. So the left-handed batter goes oppo, just out of the reach of Carson Bay. So the first hit of the game for Jeremy Dawkins plates a run for the Lancaster All-Stars as they take a 2-1 lead. Pitch, high, ball 1. So again, a lot of sacrifice from the families and friends who made the trip here to Bluffton to support their team. The pitch gets away from Roberts as Dawkins takes second base. And I'll tell you that one of the great things about youth baseball is all the volunteers. They are all over the place here at Oscar Fraser Park, from the coaches to the staff here at Oscar Fraser Park to the press box. Everyone that you see around helping out is most likely a volunteer, helping these young men enjoy a great game such as baseball out here in the Junior Boys State Tournament. And there is ball 4 as Dawkins tries to take third, and he is thrown out. So what a great play. It was ball 4, but catcher Carson Roberts had the wherewithal to see the runner going and throw him out at third for the third out of the inning. But Lancaster is able to score 2, taking the lead 2-1 as we head into the bottom of the third here on the County Channel. And we're back here on the County Channel here in the bottom of the third inning. Leading off for the Seneca All-Stars is their pitcher, number 5, Braden Moore. He lined out sharply to the second baseman in his first at-bat back in the first. Pitch, breaking ball, high fly ball to center field. Rape settles under it and makes the catch for out number 1. So Joaquin Espinoza doing a great job sitting down Braden Moore for the second time today for the first out here in the bottom of the third inning. It'll bring up number 10, Caden Hawk, who walked back in the first inning. First pitch is over for strike 1. And here's the 0-1 pitch. That ball's low, 1-1.
So Monk's Corner leads 5-3. RBI single down the right field line for David LaSalle.
So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Caden Hawk. Breaking ball over, strike 2. Really impressed with Joaquin Espinoza's breaking ball here, keeping the batters at bay. The 1-2 fastball misses.
And Rush hits it toward third, fielded by the third baseman who goes the short route to second for the forced play. David LaSalle forced at second for the second out. Shane Rush becomes the runner at first.
There's that breaking ball. Doesn't break as much as it needed to. The count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Caden Hawk. Pitch outside, ball 4. So the second walk of the day for Caden Hawk. He's a 1-out base runner with number 13, Turner Wilson, coming up to bat. Wilson struck out back in the first, looking. Gets the final instructions from his manager, Ryan Wilson. The pitch popped up. Pitcher Espinoza settles under it, makes the catch for out number 2. So typically not a play you'll see made by the pitcher, but Espinoza does a great job fielding his position for out number 1. Here in the bottom of the third. So they'll bring up number 8, Carson Bay. Carson Bay swung on and a line drive to the shortstop. Umpire says he caught it. So Neil Couch, the field umpire, says that play was made by Tanner Sellers. So number 8, Carson Bay, lines out to end the bottom of the third inning. No runs for the Seneca All-Stars. Lancaster coming up in the top of the 4th. Rape, Gainey, and Sanders when we come back here on the County Channel.
I'm a South Carolinian, and my vote counts.
My vote counts.
I'm from South Carolina.
The Palmetto State.
And my vote counts.
My vote counts.
Mi voto cuenta.
This year, thousands of South Carolinians will vote using the newest, most advanced voting technology in the world. Every vote matters, and every vote counts.
I'm a South Carolinian. My vote counts.
The County Channel is also available on video on demand. Go to bcgov.net, click on the County Channel logo, and select your program from the list.
Pledge allegiance to the flag
If you would like a DVD of this program, click DVD order form from the County Channel main page and fill out an order form.
And we're back here in the top of the fourth inning with number 5, Will Rape, leading off for the Lancaster All-Stars, up 2-1. First pitch was fouled off for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Showed bunt. And that bunt goes foul for number 5, Will Rape. Correction, that is 1 ball, 1 strike here to Rape for the Lancaster All-Stars. The windup in the pitch. Over, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Moore still on the mound here for the Seneca All-Stars. There's a fly ball to center field. Center fielder Wilson is unable to make the play. So he came charging in. Shortstop Carson Bay went running out. Great effort by both fielders for the Seneca All-Stars, but neither were able to come up with the play. So Rape with the single, the base hit to start off the top of the fourth inning here for the Lancaster All-Stars. And it looks like we might get a change from manager Doug Deese. All right, so we have a substitution here for the Lancaster All-Stars. Pinch hitter number 1, J.T. Gandy, steps into the box, batting for Hunter Gainey. So just like that, Rape takes second base as I was writing down the pinch hitter, J.T. Gandy. So no outs here in the top of the fourth. Rape's on second. Gandy steps in for Gainey, batting for the first time here today. Checks the runner. Over for called strike. So runner in scoring position. They're choosing not to hold him on here. The pitch fouled back, strike 2. Sanders on deck, retrieves the foul ball for us. The pitch. That ball is low and outside, gets away from Roberts. Allows Rape to take third. So a wild pitch from pitcher Braden Moore. Carson Roberts had no chance on that as it was low and outside. The pitch. That ball is also low and outside. So nobody out. Rape on third. Lancaster threatening again after scoring 2 in the third inning. There's ball 3, so the count runs full to pinch hitter J.T. Gandy. Swung on, chopper to the shortstop, fields it, throws over to first, gets Gandy in time, but the RBI as Will Rape scores. That'll bring up number 17, Brody Sanders, who lined out to the shortstop his last at bat.
Number 17, Brody Sanders.
So we got nobody on with one out. First pitch is a strike to Brody Sanders. It's now 3-1, the Lancaster All-Stars over Seneca. Ball's high and outside for ball one. That ball is just high. Missed at the letters for Braden Moore for ball two. Wind up in the pitch, inside, ball three. So now 3-1 to Brody Sanders. And there's ball four. So another base runner for the Lancaster All-Stars. And that'll bring up their leadoff hitter, number 7, Mason Deese. Mason Deese is on fire today, 2 for 2. A single back in the first and a single back in the third. So Sanders takes a healthy leadoff first, stays put, line drive out to center field. Center fielder comes in, unable to make the play. So drops in front of Wilson for yet another hit for Mason Deese. That's 2 this inning, 2 real in-betweeners that Turner Wilson was unable to get to. So now first and second for the Lancaster All-Stars with their pitcher coming up, Joaquin Espinoza, who's 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. Moore comes set, delivers down low for ball one. So we're here in the fourth inning. Looks like Moore may be starting to run out of gas. Lancaster able to put together a rally here. That ball is high and inside for ball two. So 3-1. Lancaster's on top of Seneca here. Seneca looking to limit the damage. Swung on and fouled back for strike number 1. 2-1. So that's 86 pitches for Braden Moore so far in this game. He only has 9 left. And then Seneca manager Ryan Wilson will have a decision to make. There's ball 3, 3-1. So 1 out. Runners on first and second. 3-1's the count here to Espinoza. Ground ball back up the middle, gets through. Runner on third will try and score. Here comes the throw, and it is in time for out number 2. So Brody Sanders tries to score from second on a base hit by Joaquin Espinoza, and a textbook cutoff executed by Turner Wilson to Braden Moore to Carson Roberts for a huge second out. So runners will be on first and third as Mason Deese was able to advance to third on the throw home. So we got Deese on third, Espinoza on first, as Doug Deese wants a word with home plate umpire Gary Center. Not sure what they could be discussing here. Great play made by the Seneca All-Stars. So Gary Center will speak with his partner, Neil Couch, here. Some sort of challenge from Doug Deese, the Lancaster coach. Call stands. So once again, Brody Sanders aggressive on the base pass, thrown out at home on a great play by the Seneca All-Stars. So top of the fourth, 2 outs, 3-1, Lancaster's on top. It'll bring up number 23, Tanner Sellers, who's 1 for 2 with a single. First pitch is over, strike 1. Comes set. Deals. Chopper to short, stays back, fields it, throws over to 1. Just in time. Great play there by Tanner Sellers. Correction. Carson Bay, the shortstop for the Seneca All-Stars, throws over to Owen for the 3rd out of the inning. Lancaster is able to score 1 in the top of the 4th. They now lead at 3-1. We'll be back here on the County Channel. And we're back here with the bottom of the 4th. Seneca coming to bat, down 3-1. First pitch swung on and missed by number 17, Joey McGovern, who walked in his only at bat in the 2nd inning. The 0-1 pitch over, called strike 2. So a big disparity in pitch count here. Joaquin Espinoza now up to 55 pitches. Conversely, the pitcher for the Seneca All-Stars, Braden Moore, has almost reached his limit at 90 pitches. So we'll see what Seneca manager does next inning. Ryan Wilson has a decision to make. And here comes Doug Deese with another concern for home plate umpire Gary Center. Possibly checking to see if they're batting out of order, but we have it as Joey McGovern being the batter of record. We'll talk to home plate umpire Gary Center here in just a second. And we'll be right back here on the County Channel. All right, so Lancaster manager Doug Deese with another conference with home plate umpire Gary Center was questioning whether number 17, Joey McGovern, was the correct batter, and he is. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to McGovern. Pitch called, strike 3. So Joaquin Espinoza dealing here, able to get the strikeout of Joey McGovern. Struck out looking there. Bring up number 14, Isaac Owen. So as a manager, it really doesn't matter if the batter is hitting out of order unless he reaches base. So Doug Deese would have been wise to hold that objection until he saw if McGovern was able to reach safely, at which point he would have been out. There's that great breaking ball from Joaquin Espinoza over, called strike 1. The batter, Isaac Owen, was able to hit a double back in the second inning. He's 1 for 1. Fastball in the outside corner. Foul tip, strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes. The pitch popped up. Second baseman Gainey settles under it, makes the catch. Out number 2. So that'll bring up number 1, Aiden Evett, who reached on an error by the second baseman back in the second inning. Looking to start a rally for his team here in the bottom of the 4th. Breaking ball just missed. Folks, I'll tell you, if you can see that breaking ball from our vantage point, it breaks at least a foot back over the plate. There's the fastball. Dribbler to the third baseman, charges it, fields it, throws over to first. 1-2-3 inning for Joaquin Espinoza as Seneca goes down in order. After 4 complete, the score is Lancaster 3, Seneca 1. We'll be back with the top of the 5th inning. You're watching the Beaufort County Channel.
The County Channel is also available on video on demand. Go to BeaufortCountySC.gov, scroll down to Public Meetings, click Watch Now, and then click the Video on Demand button and select your program from the list.
Call the meeting to order.
If you'd like a DVD of this program, click on the link on the right and fill out the order form. And thank you for watching the County Channel.
Leah, did you put a new dent in that?
This one? No.
Were you texting and driving again?
Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
Hey, I'm Josh Reddick, World Series champ, and you're watching the County Channel.
I'm a South Carolinian, and my vote counts.
My vote counts.
I'm from South Carolina.
The Palmetto State.
And my vote counts.
My vote counts.
Mi voto cuenta.
This year, thousands of South Carolinians will vote using the newest, most advanced voting technology in the world. Every vote matters, and every vote counts.
I'm a South Carolinian. My vote counts.
And we're back here on the County Channel. The top of the 5th inning. Lancaster up to bat, number 14, Roman Plyler. So Braden Moore is still in the game. That is pitch number 91 for the Seneca All-Star. Able to go to 95 pitches with his team down 3-1. Fastball high and inside misses, evens the count at 1-1. Plyler is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fly ball to the right fielder. Pitch is in there, called strike 2. Plyler disagrees, but his opinion does not matter. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch, ball outside in the dirt, 2-2. All right, so the count is 2-2. We just received word that Outback is being delivered for the press box crew, not the crew in the truck. Sorry for your luck, fellas. Runs the count full here to Roman Plyler, so this will be the last batter for Braden Moore. The 3-2 pitch fouled off. Correction, this will be the last pitch. I hope they got my order correct. Medium rare is what I said. With a side of a whole Maine lobster. There's a 3-2 pitch swung on and missed for out number 1. So a strikeout for Roman Plyler will end the day for Braden Moore. So we have a pitching change here in the top of the 5th with Lancaster leading 3-1. We'll take a quick break as we eat our steak and lobster here on the County Channel. So we're back here on the County Channel with a pitching change for the Seneca All-Stars. Now pitching number 8, Carson Bay. Moore, the starting pitcher for the Seneca All-Stars, will go to center field. We have a substitution. KG Griffin will come in and play second base. Cook moves over to short, and Wilson moves over to right field. So those are the changes for the Seneca All-Stars as the first pitch from Bay is ball 1 to the left-handed hitting number 22, Jeremy Dawkins. There's ball 2, 2-0 here with 1 out after the strikeout to start the inning for the last batter for Braden Moore. So Braden Moore finishes with 5 strikeouts and 3 earned runs. Fly ball out to the left fielder. Left fielder comes in, dives, makes the play. Great job out there by Joey McGovern to help his pitcher, Carson Bay, with the second out of the inning. So a fly out to the left fielder. For the second out, bring up number 6, Bank Helms. Helms is 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. Bay with the windup, the pitch. Line drive out to KG Griffin. So welcome to the game, KG Griffin, who makes the 3rd out of the inning. And the Lancaster All-Stars go down 1-2-3 here in the top of the 5th. We'll be back up with the Seneca All-Stars here on the County Channel. the bottom of the fifth, leading off for Seneca, number 3, Trip Cook. And a chopper to shortstop. Fielded nicely. Throw over to 1. Plenty in time. So Sellers to Plyler for the first out of the inning. It'll bring up number 7, Carson Roberts. So just the 63rd pitch of the game for Joaquin Espinoza, dealing out here in this elimination game in the junior boys state tournament. Carson Roberts is 0 for 1 with a walk. Pitch swung on and missed. And this is how well Joaquin Espinoza is dealing. This is Roberts' first at bat since the 2nd inning, and here we are in the 5th. 1 ball, 1 strike to Roberts outside, 2-1. That one catches the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses inside. So maybe as we get later in the game here, Espinoza might be losing the feel for that breaking ball with the count 3-2. And there's a foul ball out of play. So we'll do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out here for the Lancaster All-Stars. Swung on, hard hit ground ball to second. Boots it, fields it, throws over to 1, makes the play. So great job there by Hunter Gainey, able to gather himself after misplaying the ground ball. It was a hard hit ground ball, but misplayed it, gathered himself, and made the throw over to first for the 2nd out. That'll bring up number 5, Braden Moore, who has had some exit velocity on his 2 batted balls today, but he is 0 for 2 on a line out to the second baseman and a deep fly ball to center field. There's another shot out to deep left center field. That ball is back, and it is off the fence. Moore rounds first, goes to 2, and he will be in there safely. Stumbled a little bit around first. That should not have been that close of a play. But another shot for Braden Moore off the left center field fence. And he has a leadoff double, rather a 2-out double here in the bottom of the 5th. So Moore is going to have to hand off all of his accessories to his first base coach. He's done with that. Moore impresses again with a towering 299-foot line drive out to left center field. So 2 outs, Moore at second. Breaking ball just misses against number 10, Caden Hawk. Hawk has 2 walks on the day. Looking for his first hit here. They're holding Moore on closely at second. The pickoff play gets out to center field. Moore goes to 3. Center fielder Rape comes up with it, throws to third, cut off by the shortstop Sellers. It looked like they had a shot there to get Moore as he tried to take 3. But nonetheless, the shortstop Sellers cut that ball off. So Moore will be at third. 2 outs, 1 ball, no strikes here to Caden Hawk. This would be a big run if Moore's able to come home. That looked like a balk, and they did not call that. So Joaquin Espinoza was in the windup, started his windup, and then stepped off. That was very confusing, but no harm. 1 ball, no strikes. There it is again. He's back. I guess he might have stepped off with his right foot. So he's in the windup. Moore takes a huge running lead. Pitch is outside, ball 2, 2-0. Again, I was able to call Seneca's game on Saturday, and Moore is extremely aggressive on the bases. So look for him to put some pressure on the Lancaster defense here. Ball outside again. Oh, same spot, but called strike by Gary center. So 2-1. Big spot here for the Seneca All-Stars. Runner on third with 2 outs. And their cleanup hitter up to bat. Pitch in the dirt, gets away, and Moore will score easily from third base. So a great job by Braden Moore making something happen, and a mistake, 2 mistakes rather, from Joaquin Espinoza. One on the pickoff to second base that got out to the center fielder, and then the pass ball there. That really is one of very few mistakes that Joaquin Espinoza has made today. So the count's 3-1 to Caden Hawk, trying to start another rally here for the Seneca All-Stars. Swung on and driven out to right center field. That ball will get down as Hawk will settle for the single. So a base hit for Caden Hawk, who's now 1 for 1 on the day. Bringing up number 13, Turner Wilson. So a good piece of hitting going opposite field was Caden Hawk. And he was satisfied with the single there, not risking the double. So 2 outs. Turner Wilson is 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. Ground ball out to the shortstop, fields it. Deep throw, not in time. So an infield hit for Turner Wilson. A slow hit chopper to the shortstop. Tanner Sellers decided to stay back and play the long hop, which was probably the right decision. But Turner Wilson, with some speed, able to get to first for the infield hit. So first and second now for your pitcher, number 8, Carson Bay. Espinoza delivers high, ball 1. So just like we saw with Braden Moore back in the 4th inning, Espinoza showing signs of wearing down here in the bottom of the 5th. The delivery inside, ball 2. So suddenly not able to find the zone, missing his spots. Looking over and speaking with his manager, Doug Deese. I would assume here if Bay's able to get on, we'll see a mound visit trying to set him down here. And that's a fly ball out to right field. Right fielder comes in and makes the play. Great job there by the manager's son, Mason Deese. Comes in and makes the play for the 3rd out of the inning. But the Seneca All-Stars were able to get 1 run. So after 5 complete, the score is Lancaster 3, Seneca 2. We'll be back with the 6th inning here on the County Channel.
Hi, I'm Tony Mills. I'm a naturalist and educator here in the Low Country. You know, Beaufort County is an amazing place to live. Not only is it beautiful here, but we have an amazing diversity of living things. In this series, we're not going to travel to other parts of the world, like Africa or Asia, to see neat things. We're going to look at habitats right here in Beaufort County, and we're going to look at some of the animals and plants that make this area so special. Join me for Coastal Kingdom on the County Channel.
This election season, support a candidate with proven leadership skills. Pedro Menendez Diavalis, an accomplished leader who established European settlements in the New World. He can help us better understand early American history and drive investment in archaeology and research. Visit the Santa Elena History Center in historic Beaufort, South Carolina, to learn more about Pedro Menendez and America's untold story. Cast your ballot to re-elect Pedro Menendez today.
I'm from South Carolina, and my vote counts.
I am from South Carolina.
The Palmetto State.
Mi voto cuenta.
I'm a South Carolinian, and my vote counts.
And my vote counts.
This year, thousands of South Carolinians will vote using the newest, most advanced voting technology in the world. Every vote matters, and every vote counts.
I'm from South Carolina, and my vote counts.
And we're back here in the top of the 6th inning as Lancaster comes to bat with number 5, Will Rape, starting off the top of the 6th inning with a little bloop out to center field, able to get down, find some green grass, Leadoff base hit for the Lancaster All-Stars. So it'll bring up number 1, JT Gandy, who grounded out to shortstop during his only at-bat here this evening in the 4th inning. Carson Bay checks the runner at first. Runner goes, pitches low and outside. The throw down to second is no call. No indication whatsoever from Neil Couch. So I guess he's safe. That looked a little too close for a no call, but he is safe. Pitch hits the outside corner for strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to JT Gandy, as Lancaster is looking for some insurance runs, up 3-2 here in the top of the 6th. The pitch is over, strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So here's the 1-2 pitch as the shortstop Cook heads over to hold on. Will Rape there at second. Ball's in the dirt for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Bay checks on his runner. Slide step and a fly ball out to left field. McGovern back, makes the play. And that's out number 1 here in the top of the 6th. I'll bring up number 17, Brody Sanders, who's 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. He'll step into the left-handed batter's box as the wind blows sharply out to left field. A little bloop on the infield. Shortstop comes in, unable to make the play. Ball spins away from him. So an infield hit for Brody Sanders. Puts a runner on first and second. Back to the top of the lineup for the Lancaster All-Stars. Number 7, Mason Deese. So a little bit of bad luck there for the Seneca defense. Cook was holding Will Rape on second base, unable to get to that little bloop right in front of him at shortstop. So Mason Deese, the manager's son, 3 for 3 on the day. Looks at strike 1. No balls, 1 strike here with 1 out. So Deese with a single in the 1st, 3rd, and 4th innings, looking to add to that total here in the 6th. Swung on, fouled. Hard hit ball, but runs foul down the third base line. So no balls, 2 strikes to number 7, Mason Deese. Bay looks in, comes set, delivers, and a great job there by Mason Deese to stay alive. Just gets a piece of what looked like an off-speed pitch from Carson Bay. So time is called. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Lancaster clinging to a 3-2 lead. The pitch outside, ball 1, 1-2. So Mason Deese did not take the bait there, did not chase ball 1 outside in the dirt. Pitch, breaking ball outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Deese fighting back here. Bay certainly does not want to put another base runner on for the Lancaster All-Stars. But it has to be careful here with the hot-hitting Mason Deese up to bat. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Deese starts with the open stance, looks at ball 3 outside. So full count. Big pitch upcoming here for Carson Bay. D steps back in. Huge open stance here. Almost looking straight on at the pitcher. And takes ball 4 in the dirt. So now bases loaded for the Lancaster All-Stars. So way to fight back from Mason Dees there, down 0-2. Fights back for the walk, stays a perfect 3 for 3 on the day. It'll bring up the pitcher, number 4, Joaquin Espinoza, looking to help himself here. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a walk and a single. And the pitch, breaking ball in there, strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike to Joaquin Espinoza. Seneca decides to keep their infield back in this 1-run game. That ball is outside. Good job by Roberts to save a run there with the wild pitch. So here in Dixie Junior Boys, we play 7 innings, so we're here in the 6th. And there's a line shot out to center field. Center fielder comes on, makes the catch, fires back to third, and misses. Close bang-bang play there at third. So a great job by starting pitcher Braden Moore to catch the line drive out in center field. And Will Rape sleeping out at third base. 2 outs, should have been tagging up there. And instead comes off the base a couple steps and almost gets caught with the throwback behind him at third base. So 2 outs here, bases loaded. It'll bring up number 23, Tanner Sellers. Bay steps off and checks his runners. So a great play by Braden Moore and a base running error by Will Rape. Could have scored if he tug up there. Comes set, delivers. Outside, gets away from the catcher, hits the batter. And that's ball 1 to Tanner Sellers. So nowhere to put Tanner Sellers here. As Carson Bay tries to work out of a jam here in the top of the 6th with his team trailing 3-2. Checks on the runners. The pitch, swung on, foul, down the third base line. So that's 1 ball, 1 strike to Tanner Sellers. We got Jackson Arsenault on the PA announcer on field 3, doing a great job for us. Here's the pitch. In there for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Great location there from Carson Bay. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. Lancaster looking to break this game open with a base hit. The pitch. Swung on, driven down the left field line. Foul. A hard hit ball there by Tanner Sellers, just foul down the left field line. That would have cleared the bases, but instead just a loud strike. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. That ball just misses off the outside corner, 2-2. The kick and the delivery. Outside, ball 3. So here it is, folks. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. Runners will be going. Nowhere to put number 23, Tanner Sellers. Big spot in this game, folks. I'm not an expert, but something is about to happen here. The pitch. Ground ball through the hole at third. Left fielder comes up with it, fires home. He's trying to score. Plays it on the hop and safe at home. Throw to third. Safe there as well. 2 bang plays for Lancaster, but they're able to plate 2 on the single to left field by Tanner Sellers. So a 2-out, 2 RBI single. He'll get the second on the throws. But the left fielder, McGovern, came up firing home to Roberts. And that was an extremely close play at home. Umpire Gary Center called him safe. Roberts comes up, fires to third to Hawk, trying to get them out at third. Lancaster really aggressive on the bases and safe at third. And now once again, Lancaster manager Doug Deese getting into it with the umpires here. He's not happy about something, but he was the beneficiary of 2 very close calls there. Not sure what he could be arguing. Animated conversation here between Neil Couch and Doug Deese. No idea what he could be arguing here. His team just plated 2 runs to take a 5-2 lead. So second and third, it'll bring up number 14, Roman Plyler, who's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Pitch way outside, gets away from Roberts, and Lancaster will put another run on the board, now up 6-2. As Mason Deese comes around to score on the wild pitch from Carson Bay. The score is now 6-2. Lancaster on top here in the top of the 6th. And I have been corrected a few times. Back home from where I'm from, there is a Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And I guess this one is pronounced Lancaster. So I will attempt to oblige by that for the rest of the broadcast. All right, so Lancaster is threatening again here. Runner on third. There's a dribbler over to first base. Easy play for Owen over there at first. But not before Lancaster scores 3 runs in the top of the 6th inning to break this game open. They now lead 6-2. We'll see if Seneca can answer after this here on the County Channel.
Seneca's number 8, Carson Bay, at 31 pitches. 31 pitches.
And we're back here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Seneca will send McGovern, Owen, and Evatt to the plate, trying to rebound from that last half inning where Lancaster was able to plate 3 runs to take a commanding 6-2 lead. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning of an elimination game in the 2019 Dixie Junior Boys South Carolina State Tournament. And we have a pitching change for the Lancaster All-Stars. Espinoza and Sellers will swap positions. So we have Tanner Sellers coming in to pitch and Joaquin Espinoza heading out to short. And Sellers ahead in the count, no balls, 2 strikes to number 17, Joey McGovern, who's 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. The windup in the pitch, and that's fouled off, out of play.
Back to the middle into center field. It's going to be a base hit. And the tying runs are aboard for North Augusta with nobody out in the bottom of the 6th.
And there's a pitch in the dirt. So 1 ball, 2 strikes as the smell of bacon overtakes the press box. Where is that coming from? If you haven't noticed, I'm hungry. That's Outback and bacon I started talking about already. Looking around at my Beaufort County Parks and Rec staff, seeing who's going to bring me something. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Sellers deals, and a chopper to the shortstop. Espinoza comes up, fires over to 1 in time. So that'll be the first out here in the bottom of the 6th, as Espinoza is able to get McGovern at first base. So Espinoza doing it all today, not only throwing 5 innings of 2-run baseball, but also making a play there for the first out at shortstop. It'll bring up number 14, Isaac Owen. He is 1 for 2 with a double back in the 2nd. So the windup and the pitch. Ground ball down the third base line, foul. So no balls, 1 strike here to Isaac Owen. The windup and the pitch. That ball's low, 1-1. Ballpark starting to fill up here as we'll have another game on field 3, a 7 o'clock game. Windup and the pitch. That ball's low and outside, ball 2, 2-1. So the Seneca All-Stars looking for base runners any way they can get them here, trying to climb back into this game down 6-2. Wind up in the pitch, low and inside. So 3 balls, 1 strike to the 8-hole hitter, Isaac Owen. The 3-1 pitch, swung on and missed. That'll run the count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch. There's a ground ball down the third baseline. Fair gets past Dawkins as Owen will stop at first base. Not a hard hit ball, but bounced just over the third base bag. As Dawkins looks down at the bag, looks like the third base bag might have interfered with him fielding that ball. So it'll be a 1-out base hit for Isaac Owen, which will bring up number 11, KG Griffin. So KG Griffin up to bat. This will be his first at bat of the game. So Griffin was a substitution for Aiden Evatt. Umpires have cleared off the bases, 1 out with Owen at first. Now from the stretch is Sellers. The pitch, runner goes, a deep line drive out to left field. That will go foul. Saw that from Griffin on Saturday as well. He has some power. Just needs to keep it in between the white lines here. So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out. 6-2 ball game. Lancaster on top. Sellers comes set. The pitch. Runner goes again. Ball is high. Gets away from Sanders. So a stolen base for Isaac Owen. Perfect pitch to throw on for Brody Sanders, but ball pops out of his glove on the transfer. Unable to make the throw. So Owen at second. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out for KG Griffin. Again, Seneca just looking for base runners here. Down 4 runs. There's a line drive out to left center field. That ball will get down as Owen comes around to score. KG Griffin looks at 2, thinks better of it, goes back to 1. A well-struck ball for KG Griffin. Plates a run for the Seneca All-Stars. Fighting back here, down 6-3 now. And they'll go back to the top of their lineup with number 3, Trip Cook, up to bat. He is 1 for 3 on the day. Sellers looks in. Griffin takes his lead. Here's the pitch. That ball's in there, strike 1. So KG Griffin got all of that ball deep in the left center field gap. Went about halfway between first and second and then retreated on the relay throw into second base. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, driven through the hole. And a base hit for Trip Cook. So Seneca fighting back here. Runners on first and second with 1 out. That's 3 straight singles for the Seneca All-Stars. It'll bring up number 7, Carson Roberts, who's 0 for 2 on the day with a walk. So things start to get interesting with a 3-run game here. 2 runners on with 1 out. And the heart of the lineup coming up for the Seneca All-Stars. He comes set. Delivers. Swung on, driven out to left center field. That ball will get down. Griffin goes to third. Misplay by the left fielder. Griffin will score on the play. So now 6-4. Lancaster on top, as that is 4 straight singles for the Seneca All-Stars. So that was a line drive out to left field. Helms misplays it on the spin. That ball was spinning and got away from him. And that allowed KG Griffin to score. And folks, that brings up the hard-hitting number 5, Braden Moore, with runners on first and second and 1 out. The pitch, high and outside, ball 1. Tough spot here for Tanner Sellers, as he doesn't want to load the bases, but he certainly doesn't want to give Moore anything to hit. He comes set. The pitch, swung on and missed. Great breaking ball there from Tanner Sellers. Had Braden Moore off balance. So that'll even up the count here, 1-1. And that's what you need to do. You need to throw Moore off balance here. I think Moore is hurting. Might have hurt his wrist on that swing. So big development here in the bottom of the 6th, as Braden Moore appears to have hurt his wrist. Might have hit the bat on the plate, swinging at that off-speed pitch. Hopefully it's just a stinger and he's able to stay in the game. He's speaking with his manager and assistant coaches here. Ryan Wilson speaking with him down the third base line. Umpire Gary Center comes over to check on him. He nods that looks like he is okay. He's going to hit, and they need him to hit here. Runners on first and second. 1 out. His count will be 1-1. He'd be wise to take some practice swings and see what he's got, unless he doesn't want to tip off the pitcher if he doesn't have anything here. He's still struggling and in pain. But steps in, wiggles the bat, and is ready to go. Chokes up. The pitch swung on and fouled back. So now 1-2 to Braden Moore. Sellers getting the better of him so far. Still does not look close to 100%. Hits himself in the head with the bat, and now Sellers goes out to talk to the field umpire, Neil Couch. Lots of conferences with the umpire so far today. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Moore is not choking up now, and that ball is inside, just missed. Evens up the count 2-2. So Moore was choking up with 1 strike. Now it looks like he's ready to drive it with 2 balls and 2 strikes. Shortstop and second, holding on the runner at second. The delivery, all speed, driven down the line and fair. Runner will round third, and he will score. Or he's coming home. There's going to be a play at the plate, and he is safe. Moore advances to second with Roberts going to third. So score that, another double for Braden Moore. Injured or not, still making a difference in this game. That'll play to run. It is now 6-5. Lancaster over Seneca. So 6-5 with Caden Hawk coming out to bat. Runners on second and third. Looks like we'll have a pinch. It has to be a substitution. And they're going to come and tell us for Braden Moore at second base. All right, so we have a substitution. Number 4, Jackson Freeman, coming in to run for Braden Moore. So there he is, Jackson Freeman coming in a big spot. He represents the go-ahead run at second base after the double from Braden Moore. So 5 straight base hits here for Seneca, showing a ton of fight down here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch to Hawk. That ball's inside, ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes. This is the 7th batter that Seneca is going to send to the plate here in the 6th inning. First time they've done that all day, and still only 1 out. The stretch and the pitch, and that's a ground ball in the hole. 1 run's in, and Freeman will hold at third. Folks, that is the 6th straight base hit for Seneca, tying the game 6-6. Caden Hawk with his second base hit of the game, now 2 for 2. So that'll prompt manager Doug Deese to come out and talk with his all-star pitcher, Tanner Sellers, and he's going to do more than talk. He's going to make a change here. So we are tied up 6-6 in the bottom of the 6th inning with a pitching change. We'll be back with the action here on the Beaufort County Channel. And we're back here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pitching change for the Lancaster All-Stars. Now pitching is number 5, Will Rape. And a substitution, Kyler McCormick comes in. He'll replace number 1, JT Gandy. As that pitch gets away, and Hawk takes second base. So here's the situation, folks. Second and third, 1 out. Turner Wilson up to bat for Seneca in a tie ball game. Seneca has 6 straight base hits, scoring 3 so far here in the bottom of 6. Correction, 4 here in the bottom of 6 to even things up at 6. There's ball 2, 2-0. Wilson is 1 for 3 on the day. He singled last inning. This is the 8th batter for Seneca in the 6th. Swung on and missed for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. So we'll have McCormick, Kyler McCormick coming in at center field. Tanner Sellers goes to second. There's a chopper to shortstop. He'll fire home, and the runner is dead to rights. He is out at home. So Braden Moore, check that. Jackson Freeman, the pinch runner, trying to score. So that'll be a 6-2 huge put out. Joaquin Espinoza coming home to Sanders. Poor base running there from Jackson Freeman, running into the second out of the inning. So now 2 outs. The 9th batter of the inning, number 8, Carson Bay, coming up for the Seneca All-Stars with runners on first and second. Fielder's choice 6-2, but Turner Wilson's able to get to first base. So first and third, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th. The pitch outside, ball gets away, and the runner scores. So number 10, Caden Hawk, comes home to score. Wilson advances to second on the wild pitch from Rape. And this is big with Seneca being the home team. They'll be able to close this game out in the top of the 7th. So with this big rally, really putting pressure on the Lancaster All-Stars to stay alive here in the 2019 Dixie Junior Boys State Tournament. There's a pop-up, third baseman. Dawkins under it. Makes the catch, can of corn for the 3rd out of the inning, but not before Seneca brings 9 batters to the plate, scoring 5 runs, taking the lead 7-6. We'll see if Lancaster can stay alive in this tournament when we come back with the top of the 7th here on the County Channel.
Are we there yet?
Yep. We're here.
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
The County Channel is also available on video on demand. Go to BeaufortCountySC.gov, scroll down to Public Meetings, click Watch Now, and then click the Video on Demand button and select your program from the list.
Call the meeting to order.
If you'd like a DVD of this program, click on the link on the right and fill out the order form. And thank you for watching the County Channel.
So we're back here on the County Channel with the top of the 7th inning. Lancaster coming to bat. 3 outs away from being eliminated from this Junior Boys State Tournament. Seneca able to mount a rally with 5 runs in the bottom of the 6th to take the lead 7-6. Lancaster will send Dawkins, Helms, and Rape to the plate, looking to extend this game. First pitch, breaking ball from Carson Bay is fouled off. So Carson Bay looking to close this out for his team. Up 1 run. Lancaster looking to get base runners here. Put pressure on this Seneca defense. The 0-1 pitch. High and outside. Ball 1, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Jeremy Dawkins, the left-handed third baseman. That pitch just misses. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the windup in the pitch from Bay. Swung on, ground ball out to center field, leadoff base hit for Jeremy Dawkins. A seeing eye single just past the reach of the second baseman. So KG Griffin unable to field that ground ball. Dawkins on first with no outs, bringing up Bank Helms. Bay checks the runner, throws over. It was a good move, but did not get Dawkins at first. Dawkins with an aggressive lead here at first base, with nobody out. Bank Helms is 0 for 2 with a walk today. Runner stays put. That pitch is low and outside, ball 1. So 1-0 to Bank Helms. The pitch swung on, popped up out to right field. Right fielder comes in and makes the play and doubles him off at first base. So a huge base running mistake by Jeremy Dawkins. Tough play, but still got doubled off at first base as Turner Wilson came charging in on that fly ball. Throws over to Isaac Owen for the double play. So now 2 outs for pitcher Will Rape. Not sure what's happening here. Looks like the Seneca defense is all on a knee as the umpire discusses something with the Seneca coach, manager Ryan Wilson. Looks like there might be a substitution, or looks like the right fielder, Turner Wilson, may have been injured on the play. Ryan Wilson, the Seneca manager, is making his way towards the walkie-talkie to tell us what's happening. But a big play. Jeremy Dawkins was caught in between first and second. Really tough on a base runner there as Turner Wilson looked like he was going to have trouble fielding that ball, but came in, made the catch, and immediately fired to first for the double play. Here's the manager, Ryan Wilson. All right, so a couple of changes, and just as we suspected, Turner Wilson, the right fielder, who just made that play, comes out of the game. Cade Capps, number 6, comes in to play first base, and Isaac Owen goes out to right field. 2 outs with Lancaster down to their last out. Will Rape up to bat. He is 2 for 3 on the day. Looks at ball 1, 1-0. The pitch swung on, driven out to left field, and that is over the left fielder's head. Rape rounds first, goes for 2. He's looking for 3, and he will try for it. Here's the throw. Not in time. So the left fielder, Joey McGovern, was playing way in. Will Rape made him pay with a line drive over his head to the fence. And Rape aggressive on the base pass, able to get a triple out of it. So new life for the Lancaster All-Stars. As the pinch hitter, number 21, Kyler McCormick, comes to the plate for his first at-bat in the biggest spot of the game. 2 outs, runner on third. The game hangs in the balance, and Carson Bay throws a great breaking ball for strike number 1. That was huge by Will Rape to get to third on that. Brings into play the pass ball for the game-tying run, with Lancaster trailing 7-6 against the Seneca All-Stars. Here's the windup in the pitch. That ball is low and outside. Great job by the catcher, Carson Roberts, to save a run, putting his body on the line. So it's 2 balls and 1 strike to Kyler McCormick. The pitch, outside, 3-1. Close pitch there. And Gary Center has some words for catcher Carson Roberts, who wanted that pitch for his pitcher, Carson Bay. Sounds like he might have been saying something to the home plate umpire. 3-1 here to Kyler McCormick with 2 outs. The pitch, called, strike 2. So whatever he said, it must have worked as he gets that call for his pitcher. Great job framing that pitch. Now full count, 3-2, 2 outs down to the last strike, possibly in this junior boys tournament for the Lancaster All-Stars. Carson Bay senses the moment, steps off, gathers himself. The game-tying run 80 feet away at third base. Bay comes set, lifts his leg and delivers. Ground ball right back to Bay. Easy play over to first, and that'll be the game. So Seneca comes from behind with 5 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning to win this game in thrilling fashion, 7-6, as they celebrate up the first base line. What a ball game, folks. Congratulations to the Seneca All-Stars, who will continue on in this tournament. And unfortunately, that ends the tournament for the Lancaster All-Stars. It's been great having both teams here in Bluffton, and it's been great talking to all of you here on the County Channel. We hope to see you next time here on the Beaufort County Channel.